everybody, welcome to this wonderful reading that I'm going to do. It's an all signs reading for November 2nd to November the 9th of 2024. This is the reading for everybody to acknowledge what's happening through this whole entire thing. And, it's the way of how it goes because this is the way it happens. I know that there are times where we get along and we don't get along, and there are lots of emotions that we're going to in place here and everything else. But the thing is, what's going on? This is the way it goes. This is the way it happens. This is how society is and everything else, right? So, I hope that everyone enjoys this, and I hope that everyone will see it as it goes along and a situation that has to be that, and this is the way it goes. So, this is the way it happens. This is the way it seems to be. I'm going to be, how it is. This is how it kind of negotiates of how it seems to be, and this is how, So, the further ado, without any question, if you're new to this channel, I'm Zoe Alex, and if you're not new, I do lots of videos out there, right? So I do lots of tarot, I do lots of guitaring, I got lots of dance video, whatever it is, right? So I do that as it is, and I'm like an entertainer person in one way or another. But the point being is that this is the way it goes, and this is my introduction to tell you all what's happening through the whole entire situation of, because of my life is, I've been busy for the past few days. I've been trying to, think about what's happening through the tarot situation, what's happening through the weeks, the months, the years, everything else, right? Because we take by day, week by week, month by month, and year by year, right? And it's a whole entire cycle of how it is, right? So we do exactly what we can, and we have to negotiate on how things are, because when it's good, it's very formative of how it is, because we have to do exactly what we're told to do and everything else, right? So let me be clear out there that if everything goes well in that perspective, this is how it seems to be. This is just the way it goes. This is the way of how it is. This all signs reading that I'm going to do for you, and I'm going to clarify what's happening. I'm going to look at what's happening, if it's going to be the co-workers that you're dealing with, or your life in general, or whatever it is. But this is the way it happens. This is the way it goes, and this is what it seems to be. So I'm going to go from Aries right through Pisces. There's going to be no timestamps whatsoever. Sorry about that. But, this is the way it goes. And you have to be reliable on how it is. And this is the way it happens, okay? Now, the further without any question, I'm going to be drinking some of my tea. It's called chai tea. And, chai tea is very good. If you're wondering why I put salt in my chai tea, it's basically, it's good. It cleanses your whole entire system. It helps, to have these electric lights in you, and it helps you. It helps to, have hydration and everything else, so you don't dehydration. So that's the thing that it is, and this is the way it happens. So this is how it is, right? So this is how, right? So this is the way it goes, and I hope that you all like this video. Give it a like, give it a comment if you want, and this is how it seems to be, and this is the way it happens, and this is how it is. So thank you very much for this introduction, and I'm going to say this as it goes. The first one we have basically is New Moon in Aries. Go for it. So we're going to start that off, and we're going to see how that is for you. And this is how it is, because it's the way it happens. I'm going to look at what's happening through the left side and the right side for you. this is going to be very different, but it's where it is. There's a celebration. Yeah, see, so basically you are having that type of where you're having celebration. You're going to celebrate because you have your revenge or whatever you're dealing with, you're playing with, and there are roles into that situation where you're being character and you're having a good being a good person, but then you're being a bad person. So whenever things go a different way, it doesn't add up right. So you have to think about yourself that everything has to be all great, but then you think to yourself, oh well, how I can do it, how I can be reliable. So whenever things go in that perspective, that's the way it goes. Is the way of how everything is all combined and how it is, because whenever you do exactly what you're told to do, you do exactly what you do, and it's the right thing to do exactly, and you have to think to yourself that you can do it as long as it needs to. This is the way it happens. This is the way of life. This is the way it needs to be. And whenever things go in that perspective, that's all you can do. Is the way of knowing. Is the way of having, basically having that companionship, or you do that cooperation. Get along to get along. But when you don't get along and you have that having bad luck and no communication, you have no drama. But then you have drama, you have a third party situation, you have revenge, you have celebrate. If you add everything up, you think that 5 plus 4 is 9, but 5 plus 4 is not 10. No, it's not, right? So you have to think that you need to do exactly what you're doing, and you need to do exactly what you can. This is just like a life experience, but in one ways, in other ways, you do exactly what you're doing. So you have to plan your own way, and you have to get things done in order to do that. This is like almost like a life skill, but it's the way of how it goes. Okay, Leo, keep it up. Okay. So I can understand that. Because the cards don't lie. Next one. Last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude. So let's see what's happening for you. So 7 of Cups reversed, but then you have the 6 of Swords is upright. So basically you have movement on your right side, but then you have the 7 of Cups reversed because there's no delusion here. There's nothing. But then you get to that way of how it was, because you think that everything's all crystal clear. But let's not stop there. Let's keep going. So, this is how it is, but let's see. So, Seven of Coins is upright. The Hangman is upright, yeah, because there's restrictions, right? So, you're thinking about money in that situation. You're thinking about how everything was in that perspective. What's up with the Six of Swords? Two of Cups reversed. But then you have the Ace of Coins reversed. So, basically, in that note, you have no relationships. I don't know why. No friendships, nothing. It's very unrealistic. That's how it was. I'm going to clarify these two cards. So let's see. The Strength card reversed, yeah, because you have no strength left. And when you have no strength, it's ways of how it was, because you think that you have restrictions. You do exactly what you're told to do, but then you think to yourself, oh, well, what's the issue? What's behind that curtain? Or, so you have to do exactly what it is, and then you think back how it was. So let's see, what's also with this Seven of Coins, Nine of Swords reversed, but then the Knight of Cups reversed, yeah. So you have no romance, you have no trauma in that situation. Queen of Wands reversed, the Three of Swords reversed, no heartbreak. The Empress, no nourishment. Queen of Swords reversed, but the Moon is upright, yeah, because there's misrotations here. Okay, so what's also with the Strength card? Seven of Cups upright because there's a delusion, and the Four of Wands reversed. There's no I'm going to a wedding because you're a single person. That's how it would be. But then you have the Death card is upright, yeah, because it represents Scorpio, but it represents where you have endings are going to come up. So there are things they need to understand where you get in that position of knowing what to do in that way, because you think to yourself, oh well, I can do it if I put a mind to it. And when that is, you do exactly what you're told to do. You have to be responsible of how it was, because you think about how it's going to be. So let me see what the universe is saying. So you have the Five of Pentacles upright because there's security. Two of Pentacles upright because there's balance. Queen of Wands is upright, there's charisma. Yeah, so when you have balance, insecurity, and charisma, that's how it was. What's this? Seven of Cups and the Death card. It says, so Judgment reverse, no action. The Sun card reverse, there's no positivity. Yeah, because you're in negativity. And the Three of Swords reverse, there's no heartbreak. But the Emperor is upright because you have structure. Yeah, see, it's the way of how everything is, because everything is not balanced. Everything is balanced, but whether if you're dealing with a coworker or whether if you're dealing with what's happening through your life, Sagittarius, there are things that you are basically dramatized about how it was, because when you think back, you think how everything was in one way or another, and you think that everything was peaceful, then you think, oh wait, it's not. It's this is how it is, because when you think about it, you think, okay, well, I'll do exactly how it is. This is the way it happens, because you think to yourself and say, there it is. I know where I'm going to go. I'm going to go exactly what it is, because then you think to yourself, I can't do it anymore. So you do exactly what you're told to do. Be responsible. Be what it is. This is not like a crystal clear situation. It's the way of how you can do it, of putting that perspective way of, okay, yes, I'm going to do this. Yes, it's going to be very interesting. Is the way of how it goes. This is like almost a outflow into an inflow of emotions, of what's happening in that way, because you do exactly what you're told to do, and you have to be responsible for your actions, for your feelings, for the way of how it is. And this is the way it seems to be, because you have to do exactly what's happening in that perspective. Okay, so way to go, Sagittarius. Keep it up and stay positive as much as you can. Okay. on to the next one. We got first quarter moon in Taurus, release control. So let's see what's going on for you. Hermit reverse and the Three of Wands reverse. Now this is interesting, Taurus. The Hermit represents where, there's no solitude because you're not looking for a soulmate. You could have a soulmate maybe. But then the Three of Wands reverse, there's no communication. There's no communication, okay? When you have no communication, it kind of gives you that standpoint of what's happening. So let's see. Let's see what's going on here. So let's see. So the World is upright because there's completion here. The King of Wands is upright because there's passion, right? What's also with this Three of Wands? Two of Coins is upright, and the Tower reversed, yeah, because there's no transformation. But the Two of Coins represents balancing, so you balance, that's how it was. King of Coins reversed, the Devil reversed, the Sun reversed, yeah, because there's no positivity. There's no positivity. So you're in a negative spot of how it was because you think that everything's all great, but then it's not. So you think about how it was in one way or another, right? So this is how it is, right? So you think that everything's all fine, but then you think to yourself, no, it's not. So tell me more. So you have the Ten of Swords upright because you have the Knight of Pentacles upright. So, the Knight of Pentacles is like you could be having trust. Maybe you're doing that. Maybe the Ten of Swords represents there's all these conclusions they're going to be doing. Right, that's how it was. What's up with this Two of Coins here? The Four of Wands is upright because you could be having a celebration or you could be getting married. And the Nine of Swords is upright, yeah, because there's drama in this trauma situation because you're in negativity. So, this is a way of how it goes where everything is not kind of that piece of cake. It's not like that. But this is the way it happens because you do exactly what you're told to do because you think to yourself, all right, well, this is the way it happens. This is the way it kind of goes, right? So, this is what is happening in one way or another. And you think back to yourself, all right, well, it's the way of how it goes. So let's see what's happening. So the Death card represents there's no endings here. In reverse, there's no misorientations. Nine of Cups reverse, there's no fulfillment. But the Eight of Pentacles upright, there's perfection. Okay. The Justice reverse, there's no trust. Or there's no truth, So where it means you're telling that you're having a lie. King of Pentacles upright, there's security. And the Ten of Pentacles is wealth. See, this is what it seems to be, right? Then you have the Ten of Cups reverse. And you have the Star reverse. So there's no inspiration. There's no completion. There's no Queen of Wands reverse. There's no charisma. There's no Two of Pentacles. There's no balance. But then you have the Ace of Swords is upright because there's understanding. Yeah, see, this is the way it happens, Taurus, because you have to get what you're planning to do, and when things go that perspective, you think that everything's fine, but then you think to yourself, oh well, what's the use? What's the way it goes? This is like how drama it is, right? When everything goes into that perspective, it's the way of how it is. This is unexpected to be unexpected, So when you think about how everything is, because you need to have understanding, you need to have perfection, you need security, you have wealth, That's how it is. But when you have the Justice, that's reversed, and it means that you're not telling the truth, you're lying about something, So you do what you can, And there's a way of saying this, and I don't want to be mean, but I'll say it to you. Is like, if you have nothing else to say, don't say anything to anybody else. Which means that you want to tell the truth, and that's fine. But when you're having a lie, and you're saying something about a lie, what's the issue about it? So if you have nothing to say, don't say anything to anybody else. Where if you have these lying, and when you're lying and you want to be like where you're having wealth, you do exactly what you're told to do, that's fine. But when you're lying, it's not very good. It's like throwing that truth out of the window. That's how it was. But you have to be whatever it seems to be, because it's the way of how it goes. You need to understand, well, how you're acting, how you're going to get involved, how you're going to do it. You could be maybe dealing with another, a co-worker or whatever it is at work, or maybe you're not getting along, or there are issues that is behind that. So you have to do exactly what it seems to be, and you have to get things done. That's all you can do, Taurus. Keep it up, okay? Try to stay positive and don't lie, okay? Just tell the truth. Right, on to the next one. Full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. See, the Page of Pentacles is upright, and you have the Ace of Wands that's reversed. Alright, so basically, the Ace of Wands reversed, there's no new beginnings right now. But the Page of Pentacles, there's something that was happening in this situation. Because this is how it is. It could be out of sorts of something, but it's the way of knowing what to do. So let's see. Let's see what's happening. The Knight of Cups reversed, but then you have the Four of Swords upright, because you could be healing, you could be resting. Three of Swords reversed, there's no heartbreak. But then the Death card is upright, because there's endings are going to come up. Yeah, so you have endings are going to come up when you have a rest, whatever it is. The Ace of Wands reversed, let's see. So you have the Seven of Wands is upright, then you have the Queen of Coins is upright. Yeah, so this is the way of how it goes, where you could be having resilience of how it was, because you think that everything is all peaceful, and then you think that everything's all good, but then you think to yourself, oh well, what's the issue, what's how it is, right? Because you think that how everything is going to go as planned. So let's see. Let's see what's happening. So we have the Six of Swords reversed, there's no movement. Page of Wands is upright. Okay. Page of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Wands is upright. So you could be dealing with another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So they could be for like fire signs in this situation. But you have the Five of Swords upright, yeah, because there's conflict here. So you're going to have conflict that's going to come up. So you could be dealing with another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. When you have conflict, it's not good because you're in negativity in that way. What's also with the Seven of Wands and this Queen of Coins? Queen of Cups is upright, and the Emperor, that's reversed because there's no structure here. There isn't any structure. Queen of Cups represents like where it could be romance, it could be where, this could be a mother and father situation. There are things that you need to understand, whether, everything has to be all good, but then you think to yourself, oh, well, this is what's the, how it is, right? So I can understand that. So what's happening through this situation? What's in the middle of this situation? Six of Wands, right? Because there's achievement, okay? And then Queen of Swords is upright, there's independence, right? Page of Cups reversed, there's no loyalty. Seven of Wands is upright, there's resilience. Okay, so understand that. So you have the Four of Swords reversed, there's no cooperation. Three of Pentacles reversed, there's no excitement. The Devil reversed, there's no obsession. The Five of Pentacles reversed, there's no insecurity. The Eight of Swords reversed, there's no anxiety. But the Wheel of Fortune is upright because you have good luck on your side. That's how it was, because when you think about it, you think that everything is all fine, peaceful, where you get to have resilience, you get to have independence, you get to have celebration, you get to have, good luck on your side. Everything will be as it wants to be, and everything has to be all crystal clear and how it is, because this is the way it goes. This is the way of how life will change, bit by bit, year by year, week by week, month by month, and when you look at that, you enjoy of what's happening around that surroundings and what's going around you. And when you have that, be independent, do what you can, do everything that you want to be, like having responsible. And when you have no loyalty, you're not being loyal. So there are things that you need to understand where you will get exactly what you're doing, and this is the way it happens. Okay, so way to go, Capricorn. Keep it up. Okay, you would do okay. On to the next one. First quarter moon in Virgo. Assess the situation. Let's see what's going on. see. So we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, but then we have the King of Swords reversed. So right now, Virgo, there's no knowledge here. The Knight of Pentacles reversed, there's something that was happening in that situation, whether it seems to be good or bad in that way of how it was. So, everything is not going planned as it was. So let's see. Four of Swords reverse, Seven of Wands reverse. Yeah, so you have no resilience, no, there's no recuperation, there's no resting, there's no healing. Queen of Coins reversed, Queen of Swords reversed. Three of Coins is upright, so you could be looking for money in that situation. That's how it would be. The Six of Wands is upright, and the Empress reversed. So there's no nourishment, but the Six of Wands is upright because there's celebration here, and the Ace of Coins is upright, yeah, because it's the way it happens where you need to do exactly what you are embracing to do. It's the way of how it is, because you think to yourself, alright, well, I'll do exactly what I told you, and it's the way it happens, right? So I can understand that. I can understand how everything has to be all good. So let's see. Ten of Swords, there's no conclusions. Page of Pentacles upright, because you could deal with the Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Queen of Wands reversed. Page of Wands reversed. Queen of Cups reversed. Ten of Cups reversed, because you don't want everything to happen. The Emperor is upright because you have structure. That's all you can do, right? Eight of Wands reversed, there's no speed. Seven of Cups reversed, there's no delusion. The Death card is reversed because it means that there's no endings right here. That's how it was. So I can understand that perfectly clear of how it was. So what's going on? So the King of Wands reversed, there's no passion. King of Cups reversed, there's no romance. Wow, look at that. The Ten of Pentacles reversed, there's no wealth. No. You have the King of Pentacles, there's no security. Justice upright because you're telling the truth. Queen of Wands is upright, there's charisma. Two of Pentacles upright, there's balance. Wow, look at that. None of Pentacles reversed. There's no immaturity. You're not being immature. You're not. You're not. King of Cups is upright because there's support. And Ace of Wands is upright because there's new beginnings here. Yeah, see, this is the way it happens, Virgo, where you get to the point where you're telling the truth. You have new beginnings. You have balance. You have support. But when you're acting, when you have no immaturity, and you're being no immature, and you're not being it, you're being like where everything is not good because you think that everything is all being bad and influence and everything else, because you have to do what you're told to do, and this is how it is. This is not going into the plan as expected. It's actually unexpected. And when you have unexpected to unexpected, and they're not equal, they're, it's minus on minus, whatever it is, you have to do exactly what you're told to do, where you have support, you have new beginnings, you have telling the truth, you have balance. But when you acting when you're not being immature, right, and you're not having mature enough, and everything else, what's the use? What's the use about being who you are, and having all these dramatizing situations, and you think that you want to be a loyal person, everyone wants to be like you and everything else. Well, what's the use? You do exactly what you're told to do. Be responsible. Be who you are. Be accountable for your actions and your beliefs and your emotions and how you're gonna be planning it out. This is the way it happens. This is the way it goes because this is how it is. Okay. Whatever happens in your own situation will definitely be a result of your future. It could be that. But in ways you need to understand where you need to get along to get along. You do exactly what you're told to do. Be responsible. Be who you are. This is the way it happens. This is the way it goes. This is not like having a gravestone and whatever else, and you think that, oh, woe is me, I'm so low, I don't want to do this anymore. You have to do exactly what you're doing, but you have to be, how it is. If you forfeit, you're going to lose everything. You're going to surrender. You're going to do what it takes. But you need to act to be a Virgo, as a woman or a guy or whatever. You do exactly what you're told to do, but you have to do exactly how it is. Okay? So Virgo, you need to plan it out and stay positive as much as you can. Okay? That's all you can do. On to the next one. First quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open. Let's see what's going on for you, Libra. Let's see what's happening. So you have the King of Pentacles upright, followed by the Wheel of Fortune is upright. Now, this is interesting, Libra. I like this. Because the King of Pentacles represents where, it could be passion, but it represents where it could be working. You could be a working person. You have the Wheel of Fortune is upright because you have good luck on your side. That's very interesting of how it was, because you think that everything is all good. So I can see that. So let's see what's happening. So eight of Swords is upright because there's anxiety. The Strength card represents Leo. So you could be doing that as way because you're having anxiety because you'd be working, you don't want to do this anymore. But you keep doing it, The Wheel of Fortune, let's see. The Two of Cups is upright and the Knight of Cups reversed. But then you have Knight of Cups. But yeah, the Three of Swords is upright because, the Two of Cups represents relationships or friendships or what have you. It could represent Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. The Three of Swords represents heartbreak. Because you're feeling sad, there was something that was happening, in that way. So I can understand that. Because everything is not crystal clear, let's see what's happening. So we have the Death card that represents endings. We have the King of Pentacles is upright because you have the King of Pentacles here, you have the King of Pentacles here. So you be a working person and you can have endings that are going to come up. The Love is reversed. There's no decisions, and the Four of Cups represents there's no distraction here. But then you have the Seven of Cups upright because there's a delusion. You could be having a deja vu situation. You know, whether you could be having a deja vu or what have you, it kind of gives you that situation of how it is, because you think to yourself, alright, well, I'll do exactly what it is. So I can understand that. So let's see what's in the middle of this situation. So you have the Hermit reversed, there's no solitude. The Tower is upright, there's transformation. The Six of Pentacles upright, there's kindness. The Hierophant is upright because there's guidance. Queen of Pentacles upright, there's stability. There is the World reverse, there's no completion. The Fool reverse, there's no change. Seven of Swords reverse, there's no deceit. But then the Knight of Pentacles upright, there's trust. Yeah, see, it's the way of how you can see it. Where you have excitement, where you have guidance, where you have transformation, you have trust. You know, everything will go as planned as it goes along, because you think to yourself, alright, well, I'll do exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and everything will be fine. But then you think to yourself, alright, well, what's the use, how it is, right? This is not like a dramatizing situation. You do exactly what you told you, and be accountable. Be about how everything is going to be all connected, right? Because if you are, you know, dealing with another coworker, or whether you're dealing with work, or, you know, what have you, you do exactly what you're told to do, because you have to be responsible of how things are. And whenever things to be all great, you have to think to yourself, alright, well, what's the use? What's the way it goes, right? So when you think back, you think to yourself, well, this is how it is. Endings will come up, transformation will come up, everything is going to change, you know, but you do exactly what you're told to do, and you have to do the right thing. Libra, do the right thing, okay? Next one. New Moon in Gemini. Think it through. See what's happening. So the Fool is upright, there's change, and the Ace of Wands is upright. There was something that was happening in this situation. It could be very, you know, how it is in one way or another. So let's see how it's going to be in a formative way. So let's see. So you have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. You have the Six of Pentacles reversed. The World is reversed because there's something that was incompleted. What's the Ace of Wands? Ten of Cups is upright, and the Ten of Cups is upright. Yeah, so you could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. When something that is incomplete, everything is something that was in a perspective way, how it is. So let's see what's in the middle of this situation. Six of Swords is upright. Yeah, because there is a movement here in one way or another. So everything is kind of like how it is in one way or another. So let's see. So let's see. So we have the Strength card that has bravery, so you could deal with another Leo as that situation. The Death card is upright because endings are kind of going to come up. The Hermit represents solitude. You could be looking for a soulmate, maybe you're not, but that's how it was. The Knight of Pentacles, there's no trust. Ooh, and the Fool is there's change. So you're lying about something. Ooh, interesting. The Seven of Swords is upright. There's deceit, but the World is upright because there is completion here. So when something that was incomplete, everything was incomplete. But then when you think to yourself, all right, well, when you have no trust and you're lying about something, it wasn't good about doing that, right? Because when you're lying, it's not good about how you're feeling, the way how you're acting, the way how it is, right? So you do exactly what it seems to be because you do exactly, right? You have to do the right thing to know what's happening from the ins and outs of that situation, and you have to believe on how it is, right? This is not going to be like true colors of how it is, but you have to think to yourself. You have to think about what's happening in that situation. Whether if you have solitude, bravery, change, deceit, completion, you have endings that are going to come up. There are things that you will need to learn and manifest your own situation of how it is. Okay? So, way to go, Gemini. You need to stay positive as much as you can, but you have to be brave of, telling the truth rather than lie. That's how it is. Okay? Alright. The next one. New moon in Aquarius, open up to change. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius. Let's see what's going on. One more shuffle. So you have the Two of Cups reversed, but then you have the Emperor that's upright because you have structure. Now, the Two of Cups reverse. There's no relationships. There's no friendships. Well, this is going to be very interesting. Okay, so that's how it was. Now let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening. So, let's see. So you have the Death card that's reversed, there's no endings. The King of Pentacles reversed, you're not a working person. The Seven of Cups reversed, there's no delusion. Nine of Swords reversed, there's no trauma. There's Nine of Cups reversed, there's no fulfillment. Queen of Swords is upright because you want to be independent. Maybe you might be dealing with another independence, maybe. But that's how it would be, right in that perspective. What's upset with his Emperor? Two of Wands is upright and the Lovers is upright. Yeah, because you have decisions. You have decisions and you're planning about something on how it was because you think about how everything seems to be. So what's going on in the middle of this situation? The Five of Coins is upright. Yeah, because you're looking for money. You're looking for that perspective of looking for money. Money is the key, but money is a good thing to master and everything else. But money can be greed. Money can be an evil thing, whatever it is. But there are things that you need to understand of how it was. So let's see. Let's see what's going on. So let's see. What's in the middle here? So you have the Nine of Pentacles upright because there's comfort. Two of Cups upright because there's relationships. Okay. The Strength card represents there's no bravery. So you're not being brave. Two of Wands reversed, or the Ten of Wands reversed, there's no burdens. Four of Swords upright, there's recuperation. So you could be having a rest. Maybe you're healing about something. The Seven of Swords reversed, there's no deceit. The Fool reversed, there's no change. The World reversed, there's no completion, so there's something that was incompleted. The Page of Wands reversed upright because there's invention. And Queen of Cups is upright, there's empathy. Yeah, so empathy means that you're seeing both sides of the situation here. That's how it was. Because when you have no bravery, you want to be comfort, you have cooperation, you have empathy, everything will go into that perspective way of how it was, because that's how it seems to be. I want to clarify this bravery card. The Knight of Pentacles upright, because there's trust. Yeah, see, it's the way of how it was, because you want to have trust, you want to believe in yourself, whether it's good or bad. Because when things go in that perspective way, you have to look at it from a different angle, a different way, a different, how it is. And when you do it, you have to put yourself into that perspective way. This is believing of how it is, right? Because this is how it is. It's like, it's the way of how it goes, where it seems to be where seeing is believing, believing is seeing. That's all you can do. And, you do exactly how it is. Miracles will happen as they go along, Aquarius, and you need to understand that, because this is the way of knowing. This is the way of how you can do it, as long as it needs to. This is the way of, to get along. This is the way it happens, because if you're telling the truth, if you're having comfort, if you have recuperation, if you're resting. Empathy means that there are two sides of a story here. That's all you can do. But, whether one makes sense and the other doesn't make any sense, you have to pay attention to it. You have to pay attention to realize what's going on around you and what are your surroundings and why you're feeling tired all of a sudden. There are things that you need to understand where this is how everything is, and this is the way it has to be. If this is a dramatizing situation, if it is, you do exactly what you're told to do. Be responsible for your actions. Be responsible how you can do it. This is not like playing games. This is not how everything is going to be all as planned and everything else. This is not like the old goody two shoes. You know what I mean, right? But it's the way of how it goes, Aquarius. You need to pay attention about what's happening around you. And you have to focus on that way. Focusing on what's going on in that perspective. And you have to be accountable for your actions, your feelings, your emotions, everything else. Because this is the way it goes, right? So, stay positive as much as you can. And that's how you can do it, okay? That's how it is, okay? Alright, on to the next one. New Moon Cancer, relax. So let's see. So the King of Cups is upright, followed by the Page of Pentacles reversed. So there was something that was happening in this situation. The King of Cups does represent Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But there are things that you need to understand, whether it's going to be good or bad in that situation of how it is. And it's just how it is in one way or another. So let's see. So let's see. So you have the Death card represents endings. The King of Pentacles is upright because you could be a working person. So that's how it is. 2 Wands reversed, there's no planning. And the Moon reversed because there's missing rotations. Judgment is upright because you want to tell the truth in that situation. You could be Judgment because you're going to be taking action on it. When you are working, you could be having endings of your working. That's how it was. But then you think to yourself, alright, well, this is how it is. This is how it plummets. This is the way it goes. Everything has to be all good. What's in the middle of this situation? The King of Wands reversed, there's no passion. Strength card reversed, there's no strength. You know what? 2 of Cups reversed, there's no relationships. But the Knight of Cups is upright, there's romance. Interesting. So it's the way of how it is in one way or another, and you think to yourself, alright, well, this is the way it happens, this is the way of how it is, and you think that everything is all fine. But then you think to yourself, wait, it's not fine, So you have to do exactly what it takes, and you have to, be accountable for your actions and your feelings and how it is. So let's see. So 3 of Pentacles upright because there's excitement. The 6 of Pentacles reversed, there's no kindness. Ooh. 9 of Cups upright, there's fulfillment. The Tower reversed, there's no transformation. 7 of Wands reversed, there's no resilience. Ace of Wands reversed, there's no new beginnings. 2 Pentacles reversed, there's no balance. Wow. King of Swords upright, there's knowledge. Wow. The Knight of Wands is upright, there's immaturity, right? The King of Cups reversed, there's no support. The Emperor reversed, there's no structure. Queen of Wands reversed, there's no charisma. Eight of Pentacles reversed, there's no perfection. The Tarot reversed, there's no progress. Queen of Swords reversed, there's no independence. Six of Wands reversed, there's no achievement. But then Eight of Swords upright, there's anxiety. Wow, are you kidding me, Cancer? Are you kidding me? So when you have no communication, and then you're feeling like there was something that was very dramatizing in your whole entire life. So you have anxiety because you're feeling that you're sad about something. Wow, you're feeling sad. Okay. Now while you're feeling sad, and whenever you have, all these things are coming up, right? Where you have no new beginnings, no balance, there's no resilience, there's no transformation, but then you have no kindness, because you're feeling sad. Well, when you're having anxiety because you're feeling sad, you're having no kindness. You're not acting. You're not being kind. You're being all negative. You're being all mean. You're being all rude. This is the way it happens. You have to face your own facts. You have to face your own beliefs. You have to face your own reality. You have to do exactly what you're told to do, and this is what it seems to be, right? Because there is a way of knowing what to do, and I'll say this crystal clear. It means that nothing is impossible to make it possible. That's all you can do, Cancer. You do exactly what you're told to do, but you have to face your own beliefs. You have to do exactly what you're told to do. Be responsible for your actions. Be responsible how things are and how you can do it and how you can put a time frame on it. This is the way it happens. This is the way it goes, because whenever things go in that perspective, what's the issue about having anxiety and then you're feeling all sad and all whimpering and when you have the Six of Pentacles, you have no kindness whatsoever, So, this is the way it happens, where you need to have your own control of your own emotions, your own feelings of what's the issue, or why I'm being unkind, or why I'm acting like this, or there's always these whys, who, what, where, when, why, and sometimes how in that situation. That's all you can do, Cancer. Get with it. Be accountable. Be who you can, be who you are. You have to do exactly what you're told to do, and this is how it is. Because when the reading does make sense, it does make sense. But when you have no kindness whatsoever, it's like I'm saying, I can't do this anymore. I can't. So, which it means, Cancer, you have to get to the point where you need to have your own sense of control of your emotions, your own feelings, your own way to do exactly what you're told to do. Okay? So keep it up, Cancer. Try to stay positive as much as you can. That's how it is. Okay? That's how it is. This is the way it happens. This is the way it happens. Okay? On to the next one. Second last one. New moon in Scorpio. Go deeper. Let's see what's happening for you. So we have the Ten of Cups reversed, but you have the Queen of Cups is upright. This is interesting, Scorpio. I'm kind of happy for you. Because the Queen of Cups, it does represent Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. That's fine. Ten of Cups reversed. Now, you don't want everything that's going to happen. Fine. I can see that as the way it happens. But this is how it is in one way or another. So let's see. Let's see what's happening. So I can see this. Let's see. So the Tower reversed gives there's no transformation. Page of Wands is upright. The King of Pentacles reversed gives you're not working. The High Priestess reversed. Judgment reversed. The Six of Swords upright gives there's movement here. And you have the Moon represents missing rotations in one way or another. So that's how it would be. What's up with this Queen of Cups here? The Ten of Swords is upright and the Two of Wands is upright. So basically you have conclusions and you have planning. So you're going to plan on something. This is very interesting where things will go into place as it goes along. This is the way it happens. This is the way it goes. This is the way, you do exactly what you're told to, and you have to be responsible on how things are in that way. This is the way of how it is. This is not like a turpentine situation. It's not. But this is the way it goes where you have to do what you can and you have to be reliable on how it is. So let's see what's in the middle of this situation. The Moon is upright because there's missing rotation here. That's how it is, right? So the Moon could be affecting you, Scorpio. It could be that. But in one way or another, it's the way of how it is and how it seems to be. Because you do exactly what happens in that perspective. So you think that everything's all fine and crystal clear and, this is how it is. But then you think to yourself, alright, well, this is the way it happens. So let's see what's happening for Scorpio. So the Knight of Pentacles reversed, there's no trust. So you're lying about something. Interesting. The Knight of Wands reversed, there's no immaturity. Interesting. Three of Pentacles reversed, there's no excitement. Wow, look at this. King of Swords reversed, there's no knowledge. Seven of Wands is upright, there's resilience. Ace of Wands is upright, there's new beginnings. Two of Pentacles is upright, there's balance. The Tower is upright because there's transformation. Nine of Cups reversed, there's no fulfillment. Eight of Wands is upright, there's speed. The Justice reversed, there's no telling the truth because you're lying about something. But then the Strength card is upright because there's bravery. Yeah, because you want everything that's going to be happening of how it goes. Yes, you're not telling the truth, but in a way of Scorpio, you do exactly what you're told to do. Be responsible, be accountable, be how it is. Because you have to think about everything is going to change once in a while, where you're going to tell the truth rather than not telling lies or anything like that. You have to be crystal clear about once you have the way of saying you're sorry or you're going to, how it is. This is how it seems to be, And when everything has to be all crystal clear, that's the way it goes. This is the way it happens. This is the way of how, you do exactly what you're told to do. Because you have to remember that if you're telling a lie or something like that, it will hurt you. It will hurt inside your heart, So if you're trying to stay positive, that's all you can do. Try to stay positive as much as you can. Maybe you're being silent about something. Maybe you need to think positive much longer, This is the way it goes. This is the way it happens. This is the way of how you can behave as a Scorpio, whether it could be a man or woman situation. But you have to be accountable for your actions, for your ways of knowing what to do. This is not like a life crisis. This is not like where your life is going to change instantly and you say, oh, well, I need to tell the truth. you gotta tell the truth if you want to. You have to make others happy. You have to be what's going on around you in that perspective way. This is not like a yes or no situation. This is not a yes or no question. It's not. But you have to pay attention to it, where you have to behave like a Scorpio, as a man or a woman in that perspective. That's all you can do. Because this is almost like a life skill, a life lesson, a life way it goes. Because you have to be what's happening in that situation. Yes, everything will be all, not so good. But when you think about it, everything has to be all great. This is how it seems to be. So you do exactly what you're told to do, and you have to be responsible of how it is. This is the way it happens. This is how it goes. And this is the way it is. This is how it seems to be when you think about it, and you do exactly what it takes, and you do exactly what you're told to do. Be responsible. Be accountable for your actions, your feelings, your emotions, everything else. Because this will be from day by day, week by week, month by month, and year by year. Everything will change in a split second. That's all you can do. Scorpio, there you go. Stay positive. Alright, so last one, and this will be for New Moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. This is interesting. This is going to be it. So let's see what's happening. So you have the 10 Wands reversed, but then you have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Ah, wow. You're having bad luck on your side. Wow. The 10 of Wands is reversed. There was a lot of burdens that you had, but then you have no burdens. So that's very interesting. So let's see what's happening. So let's see. So the Moon reversed and the 10 of Swords reversed. So there's no misorientations. There's no conclusions. The 2 of Wands reversed. There's no planning on something. The Lovers reversed. There's no decisions. But the Knight of Cups is upright because there's romance here. That's how it is. Okay, that's for you, Pisces. Okay. Now, for this Wheel of Fortune reversed, let's see. You have the Death card reversed and the Judgment reversed. So basically, you're not balancing two things at once. You're not. You could be maybe not telling the truth. Maybe you're not taking action. The Death card represents like Scorpio, but it represents there's no endings here. So there's nothing. And the Ace of Cups reversed. There's no new beginning. There's no how it is in one way or another. The 10 of Wands reversed. There's no burdens in that situation. Page of Pentacles reversed. And the 8 of Wands is upright because there's speed in this situation. That's how it would be. right? Because when you think about it, you think about how it is. You be deal with another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. There are things that you need to understand about how it is in one way or another. So let's see what's going on in the middle situation. So you have the King of Coins is upright because you could be, a working person because you want to be having money in that situation. You could be having romance, you have speed, you have everything else. That's fine. But then you think to yourself, all right, well, this is the way it goes, this is the way it happens. It's the way of knowing that this is how it is, right? So let's see what's going on. Let's see what the universe is saying. So the star is upright because there's inspiration here. Okay, so 6 of Wands is upright because there's achievement. Page of Wands reverse, there's no invention. Queen of Cups reverse, there's no empathy. 7 of Swords upright because there's deceit. The Fool is upright because there's change. The World is upright, there's completion. Queen of Pentacles reverse, there's no stability. The Hierophant reverse, there's no guidance. Queen of Swords upright because there's independence. The Chariot upright is their progress. The Moon is upright because there's misorientations. The Hangman is upright because there's stillness, so there's like restrictions. The 10 of Pentacles upright because there's wealth. So in that note, Pisces, this is a very good reading because you have you have restrictions that are going to come up. You have wealth that's going to come out. You have misorientations. The Moon is going to give you lots of information, lots of things are going to go on with that. Okay. The Queen of Swords is upright because there's independence. The World is upright. There's completion. The Fool is upright because there's change. The 7 of Swords is upright because there's deceit, right? Because you're feeling hurt. So, everything has to be all crystal clear. And when you think about it, you think about how it is in one way or another. This is the way of how it goes. This is how it seems to be. This is not like a stepping stone situation. It's not. But, the feeling is, and what the feeling does is where you have to do exactly what you're told to do, and you have to do exactly what it seems to be. Do the right thing. Do how it is, right? Because there's nothing that's going to be said here and say how it is. So, this is the way it goes. Because Pisces, you need to understand where things will go into place, and that's how it seems to be. Be accountable for your actions. Be accountable for your feelings. Be accountable for your emotions of what's going on around you in that situation. So when you have independence, you have wealth, you have, restrictions, misorientation, you have completion, you have change. You have all these things to understand what's happening, right? So this is the way it happens. This is the way it goes. This is the way it seems to be. So before I let you go, pay attention about what's happening around you in that perspective, and you have to be what's going on and be accountable for your emotions, your feelings, and everything else. This is the way it happens. This is the way of how it is, because when you think about it, you think about how everything is, and you do exactly how it seems to be, right? So nothing is impossible to make it possible. That's all you can do. But this is the way it happens. So this is how it is. I hope you all enjoyed this long reading video. Give it a like, give it a comment, and enjoy, because this is what it seems to be, and this is how it is. So thank you so much, and enjoy, and have a wonderful Saturday, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much, and have a good day. Thank you, and bye for now. Really.